Sup Pups! Superheroes are our modern myths. Much like how ancient generations told legendary tales of Zeus and the gods doing insane feats to spread morals and meanings, so too do we with our spandex-clad heroes and villains. When we were younger, we all had heroes it seemed. I, like many, had multiple, however none were more prominent than Superman. I became engrossed in his fantastical tales after I was shown an old movie from 1978 called Superman. It's a delightfully charming movie that not only made me believe that a man could fly, but inspired hope in me and countless others that we could all be as good as Superman. That we could all be a force for good. So why in an era so dominated by the escapades of legendary superheroes is the so-called Man of Tomorrow becoming a relic of the past? Is he behind the times? No. I would argue that he is not as outdated as people claim, but more relevant in today's climate than ever before. He is relevant as he symbolises what many people lack these days: hope.
That's what this symbol means. The symbol of the House of El means hope. Embodied within that hope is the fundamental belief in the potential of every person to be a force for good. That's what you can bring them.
Superman, like many of the classic greats such as Captain America and Batman, was created at a time of international fear and panic, 1938. His creation was sandwiched in between the end of the Great Depression and a year before the beginning of World War II, two events that robbed the public of hope and joy. When one travesty ended, another started. When times are hard, everything seems bleak, and at times of peril, we need heroes. Times were bleak, as evil and sadness infested the world as the Nazis ravaged parts of Europe. In contrast, these bright and colourful costumed heroes provided escapism and inspiration to the lives of millions when times were uncertain and with hope on the decline. And at the forefront was Superman, who was created by two Jewish immigrants. He's depicted as an alien who was sent to America, the land of the free, to escape a life of doom and misery, mirroring the actual experiences of some Jewish people. His early stories demonstrate this as they show him using his powers to tackle real issues, from stopping domestic abuse, to tackling the Nazis, to even opposing the demonic Ku Klux Klan, an effort that significantly harmed the Klan, as parents do not want to be associated with a group their child hates because of Superman. He lifted our spirits as much as he lifted cars, planes, and islands. Superman made an impact, a change. He gave hope to the oppressed. Now, where is that compassion nowadays? With the likelihood of war on the rise, civil rights movements constantly moving through the harsh circumstances, and the inner toxicity of mankind constantly growing like a twisted venom, it's very difficult to see any of it at all. It shows us that much like then, we need heroes. We need escapism to whisk us away into a fantastical world where icons can stand up for the oppressed, fight the sinister tyrants, and inspire us to try and build a better world for ourselves. Thankfully, superheroes are still highly relevant thanks to the work of Marvel Studios. Their incredibly popular Marvel Cinematic Universe film series with headlining heroes like Iron Man, Captain America, and Spider-Man once again bringing much needed escapism, inspiration and hope into the world through their colourful and wacky, but highly relatable adventures. But it is missing an important aspect that was abundant in the Golden Age: humanity. Most superheroes nowadays are like stoic action figures, battling and brawling against the strongest opponents, but now they rarely think of the little guy. Most stories feature the ludicrous spectacle of the action, but we now rarely get to see the human side. Heroes that stop and smile and let us know that it will all be okay. What is lost but important in today's superhero mythology is what makes Superman special: his humanity. He was born light years away, sure, but he grew up on a farm in Kansas, raised by loving, human parents. He experienced firsthand the wonders of our world, and most notably people. No matter the godlike abilities he possesses, he was still raised like all of us. In every good telling of the Superman mythos, Superman is always shown to have his fellow man as his top priority. If it's stopping a purse snatcher, preventing a car accident, or even getting a cat from a tree, Superman uses his insane gifts not only to create a thrilling action spectacle for the audience, but to show us a man using his gifts to benefit his fellow people. He shows us the ideal version of ourselves. What makes him stand out from the other heroes is not how hard he can throw a punch, or how fast he can fly, it's his humility. The fact he does not use his power, like most real people, to dictate and control. He uses them to lead and inspire, to show us the great people we can become. An important moral, an inspiring sight. So why isn't it being told anymore? Superman teaches important lessons and tales in mainstream media that have mostly been avoided like the Black Plague for decades. It's been 10 years since the last Superman movie. Man of Steel was an attempt by director Zack Snyder to deconstruct in a darker way what it truly means to be super these days. Yet, despite being a box office hit, all plans to develop this rendition of the character have been scrapped, instead letting superhero stories that prioritise mindless action and humour overtake those with message and heart. There have been few exceptions, like The Batman, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Black Panther, or even a hidden gem of a show like Superman and Lois, which try to give the audience real thoughts and ideas to reflect on about truth and justice. However, all these beautiful works of art are needles in a haystack, obscured and hidden by cash-grabbing and thoughtless mass-produced garbage like Morbius and Suicide Squad. Is this a sign that Superman has long passed his expiration date? Or a sign that large media conglomerates have become lazy, loafing oafs, void of creativity and heart? But does it deserve to? No. I don't think this story that invented a genre deserves to be abandoned for stories with cheaper or more hollow values. Not today. Thank you for watching this video. I just wrote this essay for English and I just kind of thought, you know what, why not, make a video essay out of it, because I feel really strongly about the current state of Superman, like the absolute nerd I am. So, let me know what you think, and maybe I'll do some more of these. I have a lot of nerdy issues I want to talk about. So, yeah, have a great day.